9 out of 10 times, the problem is never the animal. It's the way the person's behaving. Their behaviors affecting their cat. The behaviors affecting their dog. The dog is looking at the woman thinking, oh, well, she's nervous, she's scared, she's visualizing me being aggressive and attacking that other dog. So she must want me to do it because that's what she's thinking about. So I'll just act on that. And when the people start taking more responsibility for their thought and their emotion, this is the whole stories of why the horse freezes at the jump. I work with a lot of show horses around the world, Olympic show horses, the Queen's horses in Buckingham Palace, a lot of horses. They're going to feel the feelings of the person and pick up on the thoughts of the person. And the show horse will tell me, well, I freeze at the jump because she's scared. I don't want to scare her. So I stop. And I don't train horses. I train riders. Visualize what you do want. Visualize the perfect jump, the perfect landing. Generate the energy of this. Now, the jockey that I work with, Luciana Denise, won the world championship in Vienna and Rome with these two horses that I was working with. But what we're really talking about here is how to train your brain.
Yes.
You have to visualize what you do want. Have your emotion match what you do want. Have your words match what you do want. With my own cat, if I said this, and I called it the psychic sandwich. My first book was called Straight from the Horse's Mouth. I call it the psychic sandwich. The first command is what you do want. This is your yard. You're the king of this yard. You'll sit here under your rose bush in the grass, and you're completely and totally safe. But the middle of the sandwich, the filling, is the negative thing. You take one step into that street and a car comes by too fast, you'll be lucky if you die. And you said it with all the negativity, and this is why. So we're giving information. This is why you can't do that. I'm not going to turn to an animal and say, no, don't do that. I say, this is why that doesn't work.
Okay.
And this is what will work. So we're going to focus on the solution, not the problem. And then we end it with another positive, that you stay in this space. You don't go into that road where you could have a leg broken or get crushed or smashed or bloody. This is where you are perfectly and totally safe and happy. For 8.5 years, that cat never took one step in that road. And we were in Los Angeles, and it was a busy street.
Wow.
But the loving cooperation with the animal, that's what's missing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bullying. It's not criticizing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, and I can't tell you how many people, the first thing out of their mouth is they're going to read a laundry list of negative things about their animals, as if the animal doesn't understand every word you say.
And feeling
of course
behind
they
it. Mm-hmm. The feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be like somebody introducing you and saying, oh, this is my friend Amy, and she put on 16 pounds during COVID, and she's been in a depression, and she can't eat this because it gives her gas. She's allergic to it. I mean, no, you do not introduce your friends that way.
Right.
But people introduce their dogs that way.
Really?
They'll say, the first thing they start with is the age. Well, she's 12 years old. That's
true.
a rude way to introduce somebody. And to look at what is wonderful about them, what you love about them. Constantly praising. I love this about you. This is fantastic behavior. That is it. The same thing applies to children. And the same thing applies to men.